Welcome back, you beautiful people. We are starting a new series. This is a Rimeffect, and we are going to take it a little bit easy. So we're going 500% threat scaling, insta-kill down to 0, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun considering how the last couple series have ended. No! No! Probably should have just left the map tile when we were ahead. Really thinking about it. Well, I think that is about the end of my first failed episode series of Combat Extended. The star is the colony star. It is one of the ones from the Rimeffect mod. The colony is in ruins, food stockpiles are nearly empty, most of the medicine is gone, walls are crumbling and defences are faulty. If things carry on like this, the chances of meeting the Imperial colloquial quota are non-existent. It is time to start the necessary preparations. Begin by setting up a farming zone, repairing structural damage to the residential modules, power sources, defences should be kept in mint condition, medicine cabinets should always be stocked up if you want to make it through this harsh world. Fantastic, all this stuff that we are hopefully going to get on with. And this is weird, right? I've done a couple little trials with this Rimeffect mod to see how it's going to get on, but this is pretty much the same setup as we had when we done the first impressions. So this is what we're starting with, not a massive amount, a couple power collectors. This isn't the first impressions. Well, we've already done that, so let's get on with it. It's pretty much the same colonist, so we have GNU, which is a viewer recommended name. GNU's pretty decent. GNU's trigger happy, psychopath and energetic, can construct, can mine, can kind of do plants. We have Oya, who is going to be our medical and intellectual. Also a viewer recommended name, fast walker, composed and efficient. We have Patrick, viewer recommended name, transhumanist, industrious and a bloodlust. We have Jay, who also is a recommended name. He's a pyromaniac, which was asked for. I normally don't like pyromaniacs in the colony, but you asked for it, you're going to get it. Energetic, bloodlust, and healthy. And then we have Kendra, who's bionically talented, super immune, and healthy. She's going to be our biotics expert, and then Patrick is going to be our tech expert. And let's have a look around what we've got. We've got a manufacturing bench, which gets the prefab components. Prefab components are basically what you make all of this stuff out of. We've got their new solar panels, and let's get equipped up nice and quick. So Oya gets the sniper rifle, Patrick gets the shotgun, GNU gets an assault rifle, Jay gets an assault rifle, and Kendra gets an assault rifle with all of the bionic amps as well. So we get these off the go straight at the start. And then Patrick, you're going to be our tech specialist, so you get all of these. Okay, we seem to be missing 2. I'm sure we'll find them in a second. First things first, because a lot of our resources are strewn all over the map, we're going to put the store zone in there and allow everything on the map. There should be a... Okay, cool. I thought the carrier had just landed here for a sec. We should have a ancient... Well, not an ancient danger, but there should be a threat on the map. Oh, what? Okay, this isn't set up by me, by the way. Okay, this is a crazy good start. Okay, we're going to claim that straight away, and also get all of these onto haul urgently. So we've got varmetric power cells. Sweet. That's actually mental. That is such a good start. We also have some extra steel over here, which is quite nice. And there's nothing too much going on with the rest of the map, which is fine. But we should, like I said, have a threat on the map. Last time we had ship chunks come down. This time it doesn't appear to be that way. And also what we do need to do is we have to go here and then claim everything. And then all of this is then ours. We'll fix the walls over here. Because, you know, fixing walls kind of helps things out. So that's their prefab door, then prefab wall. And you also start off with prefab steel auto doors, which is pretty good. They're auto doors, so take that as you will. That's pretty decent stuff. And what I am going to do is this center area here, we're just going to start preparing to wall in. And then once we've got that walled in, we don't have to worry about things in storage deteriorating, which should be pretty nice. We'll get rid of these. We don't really want these barricades at the moment. We don't have too much to fear from attacks coming in right now, but soon we will. And these rooms are just a little bit on the small side. I would like them 4 by, what's that, 5 or 6? 6. Yeah, that'd be a better size. So we'll move this one across to here. And then get these out to like yonder. and then we'll take it from there. I think that's enough work for the moment. How are we looking? That's 4. Sweet. To there. Steel prefab walls will go into this bit. We'll move the light across. And I think that should look pretty good. Okay, Patrick, in here. Check this out. Cool. Looks good. Let's move some walls. You guys to there. And then that to there. That's done, that's done, that's done. We need 2 more rooms, and then we will be in a pretty good situation. Blueprints, create, and then we'll just copy and paste this across. Done. Deconstruct. Sweet. A nice little start so far. Nothing's gone crazy wrong. And things have gone pretty well. Let's get these in the meantime. Okay, we want to drop that wall down by 1 to get them across into that section. Nice, nice, nice. Happy start. Seeing as we have a massive section over here of fertile soil, I think we just start straight away getting onto some crops. So we're going to start with rice, and then from rice we're going to go into spuds. Is this overkill? Yep. But we will need this extra nutrition for something that we're going to be working on in a little bit. And then that section there can be heal root. We don't need a massive amount of heal root. Useful, good to keep your medicine stocked up on, but we want to transition into some bigger and better things that this mod brings in. I'm not going to try to spoil too much, but as we come across it, we'll go through it together. And there's a lot going on. This mod is massive, actually insanely big. One of the bigger mods I've seen. Which then really isn't saying much. Okay, let's get these walls down. Extending the wall across here, so this whole area in the centre will be pinned in. We'll leave an entrance, maybe down here and across, so then the AI, when they attack, will come through this bit to attack the walls. We want all of this covered so these don't degenerate. We're putting on underfloor power conduits just to make the base look a little bit nicer. And we're also going to sell off this mass accelerator turret. It's a decent little turret, does 15 damage, 22% armor penetration, which are decent, and it's a 3-shot burst. Decent accuracy until it gets to medium and long range, but close range is a very good support turret. However, it costs 60 plasteel to rearm, which means it's nearly 600 silver to rearm it if you're trying to buy it. And that thing is not worth it. That is a giant resource sink that we could definitely do without, methinks. So we'll get the walls in down yonder and then across to here. And put the steel doors there, steel door there, and another one there just for good measure. Reinforce the power lines around these sections. That's going to be deconstructed real soon. And then underneath the doors we'll put subsurface conduits. I think that leaves us in quite a nice situation. Power does need to come across from here down, and same across to there. And then that's going to be a subsurface conduit, and then also another prefab door. Okay, maybe not yet. Prefab door now, and then we'll put the subsurface conduit in. I'm not sure which order it needs to be in. Yeah, so it has to be door and then subsurface conduit. And let's see if there are any components kicking about. Cool, just there. We'll take those. And that should get the last of this building done. We do have their research bench. So we got a super high-end research bench to start with. And we also need the Alliance Space Terminal. With that, we are going to be able to start getting the Alliance tech. And also let's put a multi-analyzer in. Not that we can afford it right now, but hopefully soon we can. And then when it comes to the floors, they've got a couple different types. So they got colonial rubber floor. Colonial rubber floor, fast to build and reducing the risk of dangerous accidents. And then we got steel tiles, cheap but neutral in terms of looks and fast to build. And then we got steel colonial floor. Steel tiles for that spaceship look, they're pretty, and the smooth surfaces gets bonus for cleanliness. Cool, I am happy with those. And we'll move this stuff here out. And we also have a prefab generator, which is basically just a nuclear reactor. Okay, and they've already sent the first raid in against us, which is cool. We're not really ready for this. And it would help if I got everyone into position. But what we do have is we've got the Bionic Annihilation Field, Bionic Dominance, Bionic Charge, and Bionic Throw. We'll turn Charge off because we don't want her running in. Patrick, what have you got? You've got Incinerate. And did we get the last of... No, it looks like we're still missing some of the Omni tools. There should be 4, but we've only been able to get 2 of them, which is a bit of a shame. Did you have anything good? You got Combat Drone. Combat Drone might be one of the best Bionic powers there is. Once he's in position, we'll bang it down, and this little bad boy is going to start wrecking havoc. So it's got like a little flame cannon, so it burns stuff, and people don't like being burnt, it turns out. Shoots a bunch of shots. Happy days. And then behind that we get Kendra, and we can put down the Bionic Annihilation Field, which we'll put here so it's not on top of the drone, so anyone that goes into that is going to get damaged. So if we can get a nice big choke point and drop that into it, that is going to cause a crazy amount of damage. And that turret is pretty tough, it would appear. Happy days. Patrick, move up a little bit. He has a really good shotgun as well. So it shoots multiple pellets that have a decent spread, and it's in a 3-shot burst. So, good little bit of kit. Alright, we held that pretty well. I thought that was going to go worse, to be honest, considering how things have gone. And now we have a Summit Crab has come in. As long as it doesn't come to our base, I am not too fussed by it. Oh, the only issue with the Rocket Man mod is we have like the speed up, so we can go in and out of events and choose our speed. But unfortunately, the Rocket Man mod has a confliction with it, so you can't change the speed. So when Rimworld puts you into normal slow speed, you're stuck in it until it's over, which is a little bit annoying, not quite ideal, but details. It's a small price to pay. So the Rocket Man mod is kind of like rim threaded, but instead of using multiple cores, it just reduces the ticks and things like that, so it just runs better from my understanding. Okay, we'll move the walls down, and then we want to uninstall them because we're going to start running low on components soon, and we're going to set a build up here for make prefabricated component, which is what we're making the walls out of, and then we'll do until X, and we'll do until 110. So it requires 3 steel, and it requires a skill of 10 crafting. And what does it say about them? Malicious parts packed ingeniously together in order to front load the work required to construct the final result. Prefab components are slow to create but exceptionally fast to work with, leading to their widespread use throughout almost every part of colloquial world. Life. It's colonial life, okay. Not a problem. Since it looks like you'll be here for a while, Patrick thinks you should give your faction a name. What do you think the faction should be called? Thala Unification? VM Fun? Yeah, you guys want to name it something different, which I imagine you will, just comment that down below because we need a good name for this, and my Mass Effect lore at the moment is not too great. Go back 10 years, I could have told you everything, but I haven't played it since I rage quit Andromeda, and haven't looked back at Mass Effect since. How did they butcher a fantastic series so quickly? That was such a bad game. Actually, terrible. I think I got 70 hours in, and then it's just like, yeah, nah. It's just all of the charm of the original Mass Effects they just decided to go and destroy. I don't get why, but yeah, unfortunately that's what happened. Did rate the combat though. The combat was pretty decent. I think that's why I played it as much as I did, because you used to just be able to like make your own like custom classes. Kind of remind me of in Mass Effect 3, the online, which is like one of my favourite onlines of any game ever. That was so good. But yeah, it means you could like get like certain like combinations to put them together. So you had like the bionics that could teleport, so they could like, when they went to roll, they would teleport like through barricades and through like walls and stuff, which was super useful. Then you had like jetpacks and then flamethrowers. There's a lot of good stuff. And not quite as well done as Mass Effect 3's multiplayer, but it was still pretty decent. Okay, all of this area now is going to be walled in. which means we're going to need a whole bunch more lighting. And this should keep everyone happy in here. And I think what we'll do is we'll put the storage up here, and then we're going to keep like a 3-meter strip throughout the base, well, 3 tile strip, and with that we're going to use that as the rec room, so the whole base is going to be basically a giant rec room if they're not actually in a room. I think that makes sense. Make that into the kitchen, and then this into the butcher spot, prefab the walls at the top, and then put some prefab doors in. Unfortunately, you can't build over the walls when you're making them, but you know, that's not a massive issue. And uninstall that, uninstall this, and let's get on with it. Dumping stockpile on the outside just to clear it off all of these stones that we have around the base, make it a little bit prettier, and then move all the marble. We don't want that much marble, just what's in the base, cool, and then all of the steel slag. Let's move it. Mech cluster is dropping in pretty much on top of the base. This is less than ideal. What's that? There's a weather controller with... Oh, we can just run in and shoot that in the face. That is not a problem. We'll go in here. We'll try to dead screen behind this stuff so we can get in semi-close, spread out. Get Patrick to open up with a combat drone. Incinerate's not going to work because obviously they're mechs. Try to get Oya into a place where he's going to have a decent field of fire because he is a beast with the Widow. And actually, let's open with Kendra by dropping down a bionic annihilation. You going to drop that down, sweetheart? Come on. Cool. Move this back. Patrick, you come across this way. Gnu, you're going to go up and take the door. Jay, you're going to come down the bottom. Oh yeah, you're going to come here so you at least have a decent shot. Oh, and the Omni tool can also be used in close combat, which is pretty sweet. Gigantalopes are now aggroing onto us. Jay, you move back to here. Oh yeah, you go back to here. Patrick, you slot them as they come around the corner, buddy. Hardy, move back down. You come in here. Patrick, yeet in there and take him out, mate. And see if you can combat drone. See if the combat drone will aggro. No, it won't aggro onto the turret, which is a bit of a shame. Move down. Cool, that's dealt with. Move in. Jay, do you have a shot? Okay, you just shot Patrick in the back. Brilliant. Tough little cookie, this thing. Fantastic, that's all done. Allow all items, and then you guys go back to what you're doing. There we go. As we've got the comms console, we're going to install it, and then we're also going to put in a orbital trade beacon, because what we do have is we've got the mod to call trader ships, which I think makes sense. You should be able to call a trader to come by. You've got to pay for it, but then the trade ship comes in and obviously you can trade with them. And we don't actually have anyone who has a high enough crafting skill to make the prefab components, so we can't expand the base anymore. And I kind of like the idea of making almost everything that we can out of these prefab components. I mean, it's kind of fitting for the playthrough. If we just start putting everything else in, I think it kind of loses a bit of the charm. And now we also need someone that has good social. Jay has good social. And let's go Kendra. Okay, we can't call in a trade ship because we don't have 500 silver in this bit. We should have started with 800. But when we spawned in, we didn't spawn in with all of the kit that we were meant to. Unless people have it in their gear, which I somehow doubt. No, cool, we're just missing a few things. And we now have another Mechanoid cluster coming in. Well, they got a toxic defoliator. Okay, nothing too much. So they got a siege breaker, an inferno cannon, auto charge turret, and what looks like 2 mini sluggers with 2 dagger schnauts. and a pikeman. They also have 3 unstable power cells. Now these power cells we would like. Actually, tell you what am I on about? We don't need those power cells. I think we try to take the power cells out, use that chain reaction to soften up the mechanoids. I would say normally we'd want that, but we did just somehow spawn onto a map with 6 venometric power cells, which is like 6,000 power. A little bit broken off the start, but details, I am not even mad in a little bit. Cool. We'll get Oye to go slot the first one. Hopefully they explode and then cause a bunch of damage. We go in and we take, I think it needs to be the siege breaker out first, maybe. And maybe by the time we get there. Okay, it's 8 o'clock now, so we're going to be fighting in the dark, which I don't think is a too bad of a thing. Okay, can't shoot that for some reason. Why can't you do that, buddy? Can shoot that, can shoot that, can shoot that, but it's not allowed to shoot that. Fine. Take the shot on that and see if we outrange it. Okay, mechs are coming. We'll pull back out the range of the turret and then hopefully be able to pick those apart before they can do actually any damage. Reinforcements are coming in, which look like another dagger snout, and pikemen's coming in as well. Sweet, who done that? I take it that must have been Kendra. Yeah, bionic domination. Sweet. That works on Mechanoids. That's actually huge. That's a really good thing to have. Cypher's coming in. Not too fussed about Cypher. Actually, we're in a bit of trouble taking that down. That's concerning. Siegebreaker just launched a fatty shell at us. If we take Patrick, try to get down a combat drone down here. Maybe that will get the aggro of this. No, we can't tell it to fire, which is a bit of a shame. You guys are taking a lot of damage. So let's pull back. Oh yeah, you don't need to be that close. You're the one with the sniper rifle. We should be able to get Patrick in. He's got some heavy armor. And take that one out. How are you looking on this? Patrick, move this way and give that turret a face full of lead if you wouldn't mind, mate. Not doing too much there. That turret is not taking any damage from the fire. Shell missed, which is fine. Oh yeah, you still firing? Yeah, good man. Okay, not doing a crazy amount of damage now, are we? Cool, that's done. Get behind the trees. Try to take out that mini slug if you can. Cool, that's done. Kendra, how do you feel about running down here and dominating that siege breaker and then using that to mess those guys up? You two aren't needed now, so you can go back and heal. Oh yeah, you're done as well. We'll just use these two. Already domination has gone off. Let's put down the annihilation field. And maybe that takes this out. Oh, it did just dagger. It's got slightly longer range than it looks like. Dangerous and fire, it's raining, that won't be a problem. Okay. No, the mech cluster we've done. It's a landed troop ship. Mechanoids are about to upgrade, and we've also got a storyteller change, which is now Igor the Invader. How do we work now? Cool. Just just want to go shoot that thing in the face until it can't do anything. Kendra move forward. And just keep throwing stuff at it until this thing dies. We need someone with better armor penetration. This is taking a long time. Siege Breaker is finally down. That took a little while. What I didn't realise is... Wait, no, that's not right. Oh yeah, can do medical, he's just choosing not to. So let's go and actually sign some work for this. And we'll put Doctor on Oya and Kendra. So the Medigel just heals people up in one go. So it is super powerful, like redonkulously powerful. Really good stuff. But it's expensive, $7.50 a pop. So you gotta be careful with it. So that was what, 7,000? No, like 5,000 worth of silver we just spent on healing the guys. But I thought it was worth it just to show you what it was that they're doing. Anyway, Mechanoid cluster is destroyed. We destroyed 2 of them. We defeated a raid. We got some resemblance of a base. We've also got the Lance terminal about to start up. We still haven't got any silver, which doesn't put us in a very good situation. But I think that that is a good place to wrap up the first episode. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Konzi, and I look forward to catching you on the next one.